Karoline Leavitt storms off Stephen Colbert's show after heated clash, unseen drama. Tonight on #BroadwayDrama, sparks fly under the studio lights as Stephen Colbert faces the one guest who refused to play by his rules. Karoline Leavitt storms off mid-interview, leaving the Late Show audience in total shock. What happened behind the cameras? Why did she walk out? Let's dive deep, because this one's hotter than live TV has seen in years. Cut to dramatic music and quick flashes of audience gasps, Colbert's stunned face, and Karoline removing her mic. It started like any other late-night appearance, bright lights, applause, and a cheerful host welcoming yet another guest. But nothing about Karoline Leavitt's visit to the Late Show with Stephen Colbert was going to be just another interview. From the very first minute, tension could be felt through the screen. Colbert, known for his quick wit and sharp jabs, clearly came prepared to test the rising conservative firebrand. But Karoline came armed with confidence, composure, and a truth bomb that the host clearly didn't see coming. When Colbert tried to corner her on a recent political controversy, Karoline didn't flinch. Instead, she leaned forward and fired back with precision, calling out what she claimed was media bias and misrepresentation. The audience murmured. Colbert tried to cut in, but Karoline kept talking, louder, firmer, unwavering. "Stephen, you invited me here to speak, not to be silenced," she said, her tone crisp, her expression unshaken. That was the spark. Colbert, visibly flustered, attempted humor to ease the tension, but the crowd was split, some laughing nervously, others clapping for Karoline's boldness. Within seconds, the atmosphere turned electric. Viewers at home could almost feel the heat between them. Then came the breaking point. When Colbert made a remark that Karoline called insulting and unprofessional, she didn't wait for an apology. She calmly unclipped her mic, stood up, and said, "If you wanted a puppet, you invited the wrong person." Gasps. Silence. Then, she walked off. The studio froze. Even Colbert seemed stunned, unsure whether to continue or cut to commercial. The camera caught a flash of her silhouette leaving the stage, the audience whispering in disbelief. Social media exploded within minutes, hashtags like Colbert Clash, Karoline walks out, and Late Show storm trended overnight. Clips of the moment racked up millions of views in hours. Some praised Karoline for standing her ground. Others called it reckless. But one thing was certain, the internet couldn't stop talking. Behind the scenes, reports claimed producers tried to convince her to return, but Karoline had made her statement loud and clear. She wasn't there to play the late-night game. She was there to be heard. And in that fiery exit, she did exactly that. It wasn't just a walkout. It was a moment, a collision between comedy and conviction, between showbiz and sincerity. It was the night Stephen Colbert's stage turned into a battlefield of beliefs, and Karoline Leavitt walked off not defeated but defiant. And that, folks, was the clash that left late-night TV shaken. Was Karoline Leavitt right to storm off? Or did Colbert cross the line? Tell us in the comments, and don't miss what happened next when Karoline broke her silence in an explosive live stream. Subscribe now, because the next chapter in this drama is even wilder.